It's time for a shed open house. Okay, that's where we're going. Right up there to shed land. Look at the grass going around it.
Now.
Time to do a little weed eating.
Now.
It's been neglected, boo.
Now.
Yep. That's all you. Got some serious lawn to mow.
Get a little noisy.
Doesn't sound like that thing is started up. Here we go. You got some weed growing.
Jeff, it's a bad design. Tell him about the weeds.
The weeds are growing up under the...
Tell him I want my money back.
That's how you vacuum it. Dirt and dead bugs. So we purchased a Amish style shed, and this shed is 12 by 20. And we did a few upgrades to the shed. I'll show you some of the upgrades that we added from the builder, and then a few that we added after we got the shed. This is the pad that we put in. I will put links down in the description how we did that. Turned out really nice. We still have to figure out what we're going to do around the outside edge, but that's the shed pad. So going up to the shed, Eric and my brother built a ramp. This way he could get the zero turn in there. So they built this, actually it was like what, 20 degrees outside. They were out here building it.
Yeah, it was Christmas time. It was pretty cold.
Yeah. But it's going to work pretty good. So for the exterior, we chose this gray color. One of the things we added is larger windows. These are actually the largest windows that the builder would put on here. So we got the largest windows. We also upgraded the trim to a thicker trim and had that painted white, so it would be a little bit more dramatic. We had thicker trim put across the top, and we had that also painted white. So we purchased upgraded doors. That's how we got the sort of barn door look. It gave us new hinges. We had the door painted black, and we also had these windows put up there. That was also an option that we added. This would bring a little bit more light and would give a little better look to the shed. Okay, boo, open the doors. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So the doors open really wide so we could get the zero turn in here. So it actually still has some of the details if you want to get a shot of that.
It's a cottage style.
It's a cottage style, and those are the extras we added. And so this is the inside of the shed. We didn't get the loft put up there Eric's going to do that. My brother added this loft up here over the break, over the winter break. We didn't get the electrical package because Eric's an electrician and he's going to do that. So far all we have in here is ramps for the truck. I bought Eric this thing to sort all his miscellaneous tools in. And I also bought him this very fancy tool chest. This was his Christmas present. So this saw is not going to be going on there because he has a stand for that saw. But we got this big old fancy tool chest. Whoa. So he can get organized. We'll see if that happens. So these are the windows here. And this is the shed.
The floor is this pressed wood looking stuff?
Yeah, we have a diamond trim on the door jamb, but we're gonna put a floor in here. So we're trying to look at some options for flooring. Haven't figured that out. Probably gonna get some garage flooring for that. And that's the beautiful view out the shed door. And flash. So far we haven't done much with the shed. It is definitely a work in progress. So we'll give you a little tour around the back of the shed. So some of our plans for the shed, we're going to be putting obviously some power out here. You're gonna go behind the shed, and yes, Eric has some tools laying out here.
Well, that's what you do.
We're gonna bring some gravel in here and put our firewood back behind here. Right now it's sort of on the side of the driveway, and
this will be a firewood shed, kind of like right where we're parked.
Yeah, that's not really ideal. And this is our little jungle back here, and there's some beautiful flowers. So we do have this weed-like thing growing up out here. We can find it. There's like 5 or 6 of them.
Further down.
Oop.
There's some here and there's some further down, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. They are these things. Those. I have no idea what they are, but they weren't here last year.
They're growing pretty good. And they got friends.
Yeah.
They got friends down
and
here.
And they got a couple friends down over here. Whoops. Sorry for the bumpy. Yeah, they got some friends going on down here.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what those are. So we have to figure that out. Now we're going back up the hill. Our yard is kind of sloped, so we're going to have that challenge when we do the gardens.
Got my burn pile over there.
Got Eric's burn pile going. Little bumpy ride.
There's a nest with a little bluebird or whatever egg.
Where?
A robin egg. Over my burn pile. Apparently they nested while it was in Free Willy.
So that's the shed, everyone. Finally it's ready to go. And we're pretty bumpy here, so.
Really bumpy.
There he is!
Whoa.
Eric said that there's a nest in the burn pile. So we gotta check this out. Oh, there is, and there's an egg in there. Look at that. Oh, little egg! Oh, how cute. It's a little blue spotted egg. Ah.